What's up guys, welcome to Onourshelf. This is the 4th generation Apple TV and today we're going to talk about it. So let's open this box up and see what's inside. Let me start by getting my knife and making a cut. Let's take the plastic off, take the top box off. Here's what we have on top, and the first thing we're going to take out is the Apple remote. Next up, the Apple TV, power cord, paperwork, and a lightning to USB cable. So let's get started. Here we have the Apple TV device itself, and it's very tiny, weighing in at only 15 ounces. Now, since everybody has different sized hands, to put the size of this device into perspective, here it is next to a can of soda. On top, it says Apple TV. On the bottom, we have another Apple logo, along with some gripping material to keep it in place. On the back, you have all of your ports, built-in power supply, HDMI, USB-C, and Ethernet port. A couple other things to note, it supports Wi-Fi 802.11, Bluetooth 4.0, and it has an A8 64-bit chip inside of it. As far as the remote goes, it's a very simple, clean design. It features Bluetooth 4.0, it has an IR transmitter, an accelerometer, a gyroscope, and a lightning connector used for charging. Now, I'll be honest, when I first heard you have to actually charge the remote, I was a little skeptical. But you only have to charge it once a month with typical daily use. So far, since I initially charged it, I've used this thing for 3.5 weeks and I haven't had to charge it again yet. So we're getting close to a month, we'll see. This surface right here is a touchpad. You can swipe up and down, left to right, making it fairly easy to navigate through certain menus depending on which apps you're using. Most apps I've used, it works great in, others not so well. And it's also clickable. Once you have it hooked up to your TV, it takes less than a minute to set up. There are multiple languages to choose from. I am going to choose English, United States. Yes, I want to use Siri. You should too. It's very useful. The next step is to set up your Wi-Fi and Apple ID. The quickest way to do that is with an iOS device. I'm going to use my iPhone for this. Just simply bring it near the Apple TV and it'll enter that information for you. The last few things to do, set up location service, time zone, wallpaper, send diagnostic reports, and then accept the terms. And we are all set up and ready to go. So what exactly is Apple TV? Well, basically it's a streaming device. It's not an actual TV, and I'm sure you know that by now, but the name still confuses a lot of people. It allows you to watch films, movie trailers, TV shows, home videos, photos, and other medias from either computers or devices on your home network or the internet. Basically the same thing as this and this, but with Apple's own twist added to it. It has an app store with lots and lots of apps. And Apple's known for having everything very well organized and simple. So it makes browsing through apps a very easy thing to do. There's iTunes movies and TV shows. If you can't find what you're looking for here, I don't know where you're gonna find it. As far as playing back video goes, unfortunately, it only plays back in up to 1080p, not 4K, which is okay for most people, but for me, I have a 4K TV and that's kind of disappointing. Now, surprisingly to me, games play really good on this device and look good as well. I didn't expect much from the Apple TV, especially since I have a Wii U, PlayStation 4, etc. But it definitely exceeded my expectations. And for someone that's just a very casual gamer, I can definitely see this working. Which brings me to the Apple TV remote. Now I'm sure I would prefer the actual gamepad design for the Apple TV, but we don't have it. We only have this Siri remote, which features an accelerometer and a gyroscope, which allows you to play games like this where you can tilt the controller from side to side and have the car on screen go the same direction. It's called Siri Remote for a reason. That's because you can give it lots of commands. Fast forward 60 minutes. Show me movies with Martin Lawrence. Show me music by James Brown. And there are so many more commands you can do with Siri. So overall, I really love the interface of the Apple TV. Everything about it is really smooth, fast, snappy, and quick, which those are pretty much all the same thing, but everything just works really well. And if you already have an iOS device, iPhone, iPad, Mac computer, they integrate really well together. So let me end this with my pros and cons, and I'll start with the cons. Number one, it's a fingerprint magnet. It does not come with an HDMI cable. You have to hold the Siri button to do a voice command. You can't just say, hey Siri. No 4K, and it looks pretty boring to me. Now the pros. The interface is accurate and easy to navigate. The voice commands are awesome. The remote does not need batteries. And I thought that one would be a con, but it's not. The remote will last an entire month on a full charge. So that's pretty cool. The trackpad on the remote feels like a trackpad on a MacBook. The device itself is very small, so it can pretty much fit anywhere. And the last thing, in my opinion, is iOS games are a lot more fun on a bigger screen. A lot of you are probably going to disagree with me on that one, and I completely understand. It's just that I never have really been a big fan of playing games on small screens. I just haven't. So there you have it, 4th generation Apple TV. Is it worth it? In my opinion, if you already have iOS devices, iPhone, iPad, Macs, then yeah, why not? But if you're not already in the iOS world, there are some devices that pretty much do the exact same thing, and they're a lot cheaper. So that's been my review of the Apple TV 4th generation. For more information on this product or to purchase, there will be a link below. If you're not a subscriber to this channel already, please do so. Please like and share this video. Till next time, take care. I'll see you guys in our next video, and thanks for watching.